Morning, everybody. It's 8:43, and this is your pre-opening comment for Friday, the end of the week. Um, and it's video number 2103. Okay, Asia up a little, Europe a little sloppy, around unchanged. The futures early were down 63 in the Dow, down 10 in the Nasdaq, and up a dollar in the S&P. And then we had the jobs data. Um, and I've warned you about this before, but the revision was pretty stunning. I don't know how you miss something by 30%. The 353 jobs added last month is revised down to 2.29, 229. That's 120 in the wrong direction. I mean, not necessarily the wrong direction, but it just shows you how you really can't rely on these numbers. So we were 275 versus 353. Now we're 275 versus 229. Unemployment rate goes up from 3.7 to 3.9. That's a pretty high reading. Hours. Hourly wages up 0.5% versus expectations for 0.1 on a month over month basis. On a year over year, we're 4.5 versus 4.4. That's a little on the hot side. And when that number came out, we did see the bonds move up, and then they moved right back down. They're actually down on the day today. Participation rate is 62.5. That's down ever so slightly, so that's going in the right direction. And the U6 underemployment, 7.3 versus 7.2. What did that do to the futures? Well, it took the Dow futures from minus 63 to up 10, and currently they're substantially higher than that. Dow futures are now up 95. NASDAQ went from minus 10 to plus 48. Last is up 72. S&P went from up $1.50 to up 15. Currently up about 22. So everything turned back up on those numbers. So not a matter of how I interpret it. The market's doing what the market's doing. Chart on the screen is the silver, and like the gold, as I've been saying now for a couple of days, gold is dramatically outperforming silver, and the silver is lagging behind. The chart looks really great here, coming off this trend line. 5 and 20 supposed to be crossing here, if not today, certainly Monday, crossing to the upside. But the difference is that we are substantially below the highs, and those are only recent highs. As you can see, we have a series of lower highs and lower lows until this move to the upside. But let me just show you the gold here, because it looks completely different and is now up around 25. Let's just hit that. As you can see, the gold broke out from those new all-time highs and continues up. It's 21, let's call it 21.90, 21.88 or so, and that's up $22. So, it looks like the silver is going to need a bit of a catch up, day. As far as the rest of the markets, energy is down a little, down only 20 odd cents in the oil, but down 2.5 cents in heating oil, and about unchanged to just slightly 7/10 of a point lower. The nat gas is lower again. I'm glad we're out of that UNG trade. As far as other markets, cotton, which was up overnight, has now turned down 97.53. That's got to be in a consolidation. Coffee was down about $5, or actually 5 cents per pound. Sugar down 12 cents, so nothing there. The dollar is down a bit. Bitcoin is about unchanged. Ethereum is a little higher. And the bonds, as I said, after going down, the low was 120, 120. We're now about half a point above that, and we are 122.02. As far as stock market stuff here, we have all of the numbers from last night. Broadcom staying lower, down 23 at 13.84, with their beat and their decent guidance. Costco 753, down 32.59, 4%. They beat on earnings, missed on revenues, and they just don't like it. Gap stores higher by $1.53. That's almost 8% on their beat and their solid guidance. DocuSign, big winner yesterday, 58.49, up 4.93 on their beat and and guidance. MongoDB, this one was a real debacle yesterday. 376.35, that's down 35.60 or 8.7. Victoria's Secret has come back a little after being down hard. It's been rated downgraded to underperform. At Bank of America, Carvana 84.10, up 463, or just under 6%. Uh, Upgraded to sector perform versus underperform. UBS up $1.25. Overnight equal weight from Morgan Stanley, and Lilly on the FDA to convene advisory meeting news for one of their other non-weight loss drugs. The stock is 776 and a half. That's down 366. Okay, well, that seems like about it, folks. We are long the Apple. It had a sell-off at the end of the day yesterday, but is up $1.20 now. We are also long the XLE, and that is basically unchanged to a shade higher. All right, folks. Hope everyone has a good weekend, and I'll be back on Monday morning.